Hello everybody, it's Mr. Ward here, and this is a short video just to explain the reading process, how we teach children how to read in school. So, this is the letter T. So we teach the children the letter sound rather than the letter name initially, because that will help them to read words, and I'll come to that in a moment. So we look at this in two ways, so how it looks in words, so T, and also we have a picture, and this helps the children learn how to write it. So this, for the T sound, we go down the tower and across the tower, and there's a patter there as well, down the tower, across the tower. So we practice this in school, so we practice saying the sound, we practice writing the sound, and then later on they take a sheet like this home, and again they can practice saying words with, like, you know, tip for teeth, tip for tree, tip for tree, tip for tower, and it will give you the example. So you can put this in their phonics folders, and it tells you the patter there, down the tower, across the tower. They can practice with their finger, and then they can practice using their pencils, and they can have a go at, again, right at the bottom. The more they practice, the better they get, with, like, with anything really. So that's basically how we teach the sounds, and what we want to do is to build them up as quickly as possible. So once they've learned a few sounds, then they can start to read words. So we have a look at this here. So you get a sheet like this, which is a word time sheet. So s, a, d, t, s, a. So you practice going in and out of order to teach the children how to read the words, and then they can blend the sounds and the words to read them. So here's a good example: mat, mat, d, a, d, dad. So these are all called speed sounds. So if you say the words quickly, s, a, d, sad, you'll hear it. If you say them slowly, you're not going to hear mad. But if you say them quick, mad, you're going to hear it. And what we say to the children is we need needs. That's going to help them read words independently. And once they start to learn how to read words independently, we can then start to look at some books. So this is a good example of a first book that we would send home to the children. So these are Oxford Reading Tree books. Oh, and this is one of the phonics books. So this is a book called Cat. So again, you can say cats. So open it up. So some words we can blend the sounds in, but these are what you call tricky words. So if I say n-o, it won't spell no. They need to be able to learn how to read these words. By sight, same with this word, the, they need to see it as a unit, so just they need to be able to learn these tricky words. So these books have the tricky words at the start that you can draw attention to, so you can say, oh, we need to keep a lookout for these, so you can spot them, the and I. And the great thing about these books is they're quite repetitive, so you'll see the words a lot, and that's going to help the children learn how to read them. So I am, I am Pat. I am a cat. I am a cat. So you want the children to say it back so that they comprehend them what they're reading. So these books are 8 pages long, and we tend to keep them in for a week or so they get fluent with them, they learn to become confident with them, they learn the tricky words through seeing them every day. They practice these books in school and at home, and the more they see them, the better they get, and they quickly learn how to read independently. I am Sam. I am a cat. I am a cat. And as we go on to the story, you'll see some of the other tricky words. There you go. Tricky word there as well. I am at the top. And then by the end of the week, I am at the top. You should start to see a bit more fluency. So they might not have to blend the sounds and words, because they might start to remember them, what the words are. So you might start to see them doing more of this. I am at the top, which is brilliant. That means that they are enjoying the story, enjoying the books, and they're getting more fluent with them, which is what the aim of a good reader should be. So these are the first kind of books, and there's the sounds that are covered. So some children have learned these already, and when they learn them and they know them, they'll be able to start reading these books if they can blend, that is. So we'll build them up to that. We've also got these kind of books which are quite nice as well. So these again are Oxford Reading Tree books, but with these ones, the idea is that you read them together really. So these phonics ones, the children will be reading them to you independently, because they've learned how to sound words out, but these ones would be more a shared read. So Some words, they might know the sound, so we haven't taught the sound as yet. You know, it's 19th of October today, we haven't covered that one yet, but we will cover it soon. Fun at the, and you could help with this word, but each, fun at the beach. And you can talk about this, you know, capital letters. Oh, look at the capital letters. Grand pier. And you can talk about, you know, what a pier is. Where would you see a pier? Would you see it in a town centre? Would you see it in a park? Where would you see a pier? So you can ask questions like that. And, you know, some of these words they might be able to read already. You can talk about capitals at the start of sentences, dad. And, you know, we have learned quite a few of these sounds, so they should be able to have a go at reading these words. And dad, and dad and mum. So they might be able to blend some of the words, or, you know, you can practice just reading it together. So you could have a turn and show what to do, dad and mum. And then the children can have a turn, dad and mum. And these characters in the books a lot. There's mum and dad. There's Kipper. There's Chip, and Biff. There's Biff. So these children are in the phonics books. There they are. There's Kipper in disguise. And they're in these Oxford Reading Tree books as well. So again, you can just sit with them together, and you can read them together. And there's some other ones. So these ones are a bit more harder. These are a bit harder, I should say. You've got your pattern stories here. But again, they're repetitive. Adults don't really like repetition too much. You might find it a bit boring, but your children need it, especially when they're trying to learn how to write. And read, pet shop. These words you would need to help them with. Everyone wanted a pet. Okay, your turn. Everyone wanted a pet. So, you know, you can share it in that way and enjoy sharing books together. And look, that's where the pattern is. Chip wanted a rat. Chip wanted a rat. Oh no, said everyone. Biff wanted a spider. So there's the pattern. Wanted. Oh no, said everyone. And there's the other pattern. That call and respond. So it's a really good way to help children to read. And obviously, as we go on, the work will get harder. But this is the start of it, really. So I'll make another video as it builds up. But they're the kind of books that you'll be getting. Okay, thank you. Bye.